What advice would you give to someone who has a great idea but no money to execute?
Again, it depends on what industry you're in. I'm a big believer that you should start small. Doesn't matter, man. It doesn't even have to make money, and that's a beautiful thing. And we've seen it world over. I mean, Google didn't make money for how many years, right?
Sure.
So don't think about monetization. Just think about, let me start and show that the thing works. So for as little as possible.
So it all comes down to how much time do you have to execute that idea. If it's something that you think no one else is ever going to come up with and you need to buy yourself 6 months until you do have the money, fantastic. Otherwise, there's always people out there that are willing to invest in a good idea. Once again, there's also a lot of people out there willing to take advantage of you by investing in your good idea. So just make sure that you always find someone you can trust, that you can just run the idea past and say, okay, I've got this idea, I need to get external funding, what should I be looking at? I think that's, for me, that's an important point.
So there are no great ideas.
Any great executions?
Only great executions. Our idea was not great, it wasn't original, it wasn't anything. It was, in fact, it wasn't even a great idea if you look at it on the face of it, because it wasn't the right business model in South Africa, right? It's only execution. So if you're telling me that you've got a great idea and you can't at least get an MVP, like a minimum viable product built, that means you're not working hard enough, because guaranteed you will find some 19-year-old who's in computer science at WITS or UCT or Stellenbosch who is willing to go 50-50 on you and do the MVP and build it out, and while you go find the customers. If you aren't willing to work that hard, then you literally go work at All Mutual. Go take a salary because you won't cut it.
Okay.
If you have a great idea and you don't have the cash to execute, I would recommend doing everything you can just to get an MVP, a minimum viable product, out into the market, or test something with 1 or 2 potential clients. Launch something. It doesn't have to be perfect. The stuff that we've launched over the years, we haven't been completely complete. They haven't been 100% polished. But if you've got an idea, try and get something out there and just start playing around with it, because only then you can figure out what clients want from it or what they potentially can see in it. Have something, launch with something, have a presentation. I look back at some of the early pitch decks that we had for Retroviral. They are abominable. They were 1-page word. I don't know how I got business, but you'll find a way.
You don't always need money. I think it's like people think they need a degree. It's just a crutch. It doesn't prevent you from doing stuff. There's hundreds of examples of fantastic entrepreneurs, massive businesses today that didn't need a lot of money. When we started, we used another brewery, and we could have continued that if there was more, or if there was more breweries to choose from, or bigger breweries. At that stage, there wasn't a lot of breweries in South Africa that could do contract brew for us. Today there is. There's a lot of guys who have capacity in their breweries and they can brew to you. You don't have to build a brewery and finance it. I don't think money is the primary thing to start something.